According to Greek mythology, Kos is the sacred land of Asclepius, the god of healing. It was used as a hospital, welcoming patients from all over the Mediterranean, with doctors who applied the therapeutic methods of Hippocrates. Hippocrates of Kos, 460 BC to 380 BC. He was an ancient Greek physician, commonly regarded as one of the most outstanding figures in medicine of all time. He has been called the father of medicine. He was a physician from the so-called medical school of Kos, and may have been a pupil of Herodotus. Writings attributed to him, the Hippocratic writings, rejected the superstition and magic of primitive medicine and laid the foundations of medicine as a branch of science.
Hippocrates was a well-known physician who taught medicine to students. These students paid him a tuition fee. He based his work on four major premises. First, he developed the principle that the physician was to aid the natural forces of the body and that the illness was not caused by a sin, and compiled care histories which became part of the Corpus Hippocratum concept of total care, as practiced by the 20th century nurse, was advocated by Hippocrates when he stated that to treat a diseased eye, it was necessary to treat the entire body. Then, through teaching, the prepared physicians of outstanding ability also carried on the practice of medicine and surgery. Finally, his teaching emphasized empathy and a code of ethics.
Hippocratic writings introduced patient confidentiality, which is still in use today. This was described under the Hippocratic Oath and other treatises. Hippocrates recommended that physicians record their findings and their medicinal methods so that these records may be passed down and employed by other physicians. Other Hippocratic writings associated personality traits with the relative abundance of the four humors in the body: phlegm, yellow bile, black bile, and blood, was a major influence on Galen and later on medieval medicine.
The Hippocratic Corpus is a collection of about 60 treatises, most written between 430 BC and AD 200. They are actually a group of texts written by several different people holding several different viewpoints erroneously grouped under the name of Hippocrates, perhaps at the Library of Alexandria. None of these texts included the corpus can be considered to have been written by Hippocrates himself, and one of them, at least, was written by his son-in-law Polybus. The best known of the Hippocratic writings is the Hippocratic Oath. However, the text was most likely not written by Hippocrates himself.
Celebrated as the father of medicine, Hippocrates, from 460 to 377 BCE, traveled widely throughout classical Greece in the period of its civilization's greatest achievements, and died in Thessaly. He and his pupils made contributions to medical thinking that have endured for 2.5 millennia.
146 BC, Greece was controlled by Rome.
Rome recognized hygiene and sanitation as the foundation of good health, public health, and its beginning era. Romans frequently engaged in war and developed military medicine. First aid was given on the battlefield and a field ambulance service was provided. Roman medicine had a high degree of specialization such as urology, gynecology, and eyes, ears, nose, and throat. Roman physicians performed many surgical procedures, including plastic surgery. However, their knowledge of drugs was considered inadequate. Soranus, a member of the Methodist school and author of many medical books, and was considered one of the most famous gynecologists and obstetricians. The great contribution of Romans was the building of aqueduct, sewage systems, and bathhouses to promote good health. The greatest contribution of the Roman was the translation of Greek medical terminology in Latin. Latin terms have been used in medicine ever since.
Galen was born in Asia Minor, was considered as the greatest physician after Hippocrates. Galen was born in Pergamus in Asia Minor in the year 131 CE. After receiving medical training in Smyrna and Alexandria, he gained fame as a surgeon to the gladiators of Pergamus. He was eventually summoned to Rome to be the physician of the Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Galen spent the rest of his life at the court, writing an enormous corpus of medical works until his death in 201 CE.
I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up tough cause you notice that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't